Hey guys, welcome to Video Game Talk, the video game talk show where I, Rich Alvarez, talk to you about video games, and we do a little bit of live chat and talk about video games some more. This, however, will be the very last live video game talk. I'm going to be switching video game talk over to a more complicated, edited, based structure. I had a lot of good feedback on the Wiki Richie compilation that I uploaded a few weeks ago, and it reminded me that I really like to actually spend my time editing animations and little things together to make video game discussion a little bit more interesting. Yes, that means that live chat will be not possible, but it'll also make these videos more better, for lack of a better term. They'll be better and they'll be more replayable, because as it stands, Video Game Talk really is only good as a live format show, meaning that only if you're live it's good, and if you're not here live, then it doesn't have a whole lot of replay value right now. So, also I just feel like there have been, the channel lately has been like all live stream and not enough like quality content. And so, I wanted to try the live stream thing for a couple of months. We've been doing the live stream stuff for a couple months, and I just wanted to test it out to see how people would respond to it, to see if that would be a way for us to go. And ultimately, a lot of big changes are going to be made to the Rich Alvarez channel within the next week or two. Next couple of weeks, I should say, because changes are being made as early as Thursday. So, for example, Video Game Talk will still be Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m., but they will be uploaded, not live. And Wednesday, will be the last live, or not live, the last Wake Up Jacks and Games at Night here on the Rich Alvarez channel. Wake Up Jacks and Games at Night will both be moving to my Twitch channel at Rich Plays Overwatch so it's twitch.com/Rich Plays Overwatch. So if you guys have enjoyed Games at Night and Wake Up Jacks, you can continue to watch them over at my Twitch channel at twitch.com/Rich Plays Overwatch. Again, Wednesday, tomorrow, that will be the last Wake Up Jacks and Games at Night on the Rich Alvarez channel, and then starting Friday at 10 a.m. will be the first Wake Up Jacks on Rich Plays Overwatch, the Twitch channel. Well, not the first, because actually Wake Up Jacks originated on the Twitch channel, but it'll be the first one back on the Twitch channel. And then Games at Night will continue to be 5 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Rich Plays Overwatch, the Twitch channel. And then what's going to happen over here on the Rich Alvarez channel is that the Rich Alvarez channel will have video game fights, as we've had for the last several weeks. Video game fights will continue to be every Saturday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and then Video Game Talk will continue to be on the Rich Alvarez channel at 12 noon on Tuesday and Thursday, but it'll no longer be live. It'll be somewhere between a Rich Vlog and a Wiki Richie. I still think that Video Game Talk is probably the best title, after Wiki Richie and Rich Vlog. Video Game Talk is finally a name that actually says exactly what it is, and I feel kind of stupid because I should have just gone with a name like Video Game Talk in the first place, because I feel like years ago, back in 2012, Wiki Richie actually got pretty decent views, and I feel like if I had used a name like Video Game Talk instead of Wiki Richie, which is really obscure, then it probably could have gotten even more views than it did, and probably could have been a really successful show on the channel, but I gave up on it and whatever. But anyways, again, Video Game Talk will continue to be Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Rich Alvarez channel, but it's going to be somewhere between what it is now and Wiki Richie. I kind of have to experiment and tinker with that idea to see where, because one of the main problems with Wiki Richie is I made it so complicated that it was grueling to edit, because I was trying to make a Wiki Richie every week, and they took like several hours to edit just because of how much went into every episode. So I can't make it that complicated, especially if I'm going to do 2 a week. But it's going to be somewhere closer to that style, is what I'm trying to say. And then, again, video game fights will continue to be every Saturday. So really, we're going to have 3 things. Video game fights and 2 video game talks. And then random stupid Mario stuff whenever, I get around to all of that stuff. But again, if you enjoy Wake Up Jacks and you enjoy Games at Night, then you can continue to watch those on my Twitch channel at twitch.com/RichPlaysOverwatch. And now that I've repeated myself about 3 or 4 times, see, this is exactly why I'm stopping the live streams on the Rich Alvarez channel, is because they're not rewatchable. Because again, somebody who's watching this, like tomorrow when the whole thing's online, they'll be watching this video and be like, oh, well, I see, he's just repeating himself, which is something I have to do when I'm live because people are constantly coming in. Like, it'll be 20 minutes into the video and I'll still be getting new people in the live chat, and I have to repeat myself for the live audience. But when you're watching later, it makes no damn sense, and it's just... This is the problem with YouTube right now. Like, Twitch works because Twitch is only live. And so like that, the live format really works for Twitch. People know what they're getting into at Twitch. With YouTube has always, for the last decade, traditionally been uploaded videos. And so that's why even when you're doing YouTube live, it still says beta for the last year and a half, because YouTube still doesn't really know how to do live well. And it's not really... The live and the uploaded stuff is not really gelling perfectly right now. So, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say here, but I'm just saying that, like, it's like you either have a YouTube channel that is live or not live, because what's happening is the live videos have been doing okay, but they're not really being viewed a whole lot afterwards, and I'm noticing kind of a decline in channel attention, if that makes any sense. So basically what I'm saying is we're getting rid of all the live streams on the Rich Alvarez channel, and if you would like to continue to watch our live streams, again, go to our Twitch, twitch.com/RichPlaysOverwatch. That's where you're going to be able to find, Wake Up Jacks and Games at Night starting next week. Anyways, I cannot continue to repeat myself anymore, otherwise this video is going to get extremely tedious, more so than it already is. I just wanted to fill you guys in, so you know what was coming. Anyways, as the title of this video says, we're going to be talking a little bit about Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a new game that just came out today. And if you guys are unfamiliar with Horizon Zero Dawn, that's why I pulled up the trailer right here, and we are going to check it out. It stopped working. Let me refresh. I had it paused too long, so it got all screwed up, because that's what my computer likes to do these days, is not work properly. Again, exactly, this is one of the problems with live video. So I'm continuing to make my point as this video continues. It's because I can't fix anything because we're live. And I think this really hit home during our Oscar party, which I didn't even make public. I made the anti-Oscar party public, which is what we did after we took a break and came back, and we were like, well, we can't watch the Oscars because of, technical problems, so we'll just do the anti-Oscar party, even though we had planned for weeks to do an Oscar party. And so we just kind of had a lot of screw-ups live. Anyways, again, no more live. This is ridiculous. Okay, I think it's going to work now. There we go.
The massacre was only the beginning. Who did this to us? Who attacked the tribe?
All we can do is pray to the goddess.
No. Praying won't save us. We have to find the killers.
So you will have to leave.
So this is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game just came out today, and I've been looking forward to it for a couple years now. But some of you guys who are very attentive and quick to understand connections and pay attention to details, etc., will notice there's a lot of similarities here to Zelda Breath of the Wild, including the idea that it's a post-apocalyptic world. Like in Breath of the Wild, Link is waking up after 100 years, coming to this version of Hyrule where like stuff like the castle and the Temple of Time are ruins, and you're basically walking around this ruined version of Hyrule. In a very similar way, Horizon Zero Dawn deals with this character that is walking around a post-apocalyptic world where there's all this lost technology, and basically all these all of society is in ruin. And you'll notice that even like the bad guys, which are these like sentient robots, which I assume the sentient robots like Skynet and Terminator kind of took over the world, they kind of have that like tentacle feeling like the some of the bad guys we've seen in Breath of the Wild. So it's interesting that both of these games, Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild, are both coming out this week. And they look like they could almost be part of the same series, except this game doesn't have the cel-shaded look that Breath of the Wild does. In fact, it's kind of undeniable that this game actually is the one with the better graphics, if you care about such a thing.
There's so much more to discover before the world ends. Pre-order and get weapon and armor modifications with the Nora Machine Trapper Pack.
Anyway, so that's what Horizon Zero Dawn is. So yeah, it comes out today. So if you were on top of things, you could have been at the midnight launch last night. I was not. I unfortunately cannot purchase this game right now because I've had to I've paid off my Switch that I'm picking up on the midnight release, and I didn't have any extra money to purchase this game just yet, but I will buy this game because it looks awesome. And oh man, it just looks really cool. Whew. I'm going to answer a couple of live questions just because, we've got a few people in the live chat. So we got Nicholas Patton, Jack Hamilton, Corey Bracken. Nicholas Patton says, Rich, if you and your friends were put into an RPG board game, what class would you be? Well, I definitely be a warrior/paladin class, I guess. That's what I tend to choose in RPGs, at least. Corey Bracken says it kind of reminds me of an adventure game. Well, it should remind you of an adventure game because it is an adventure game. Anyways, yeah, so Horizon Zero Dawn, I know that at least with my fan base, which is primarily Nintendo stuff, you guys probably either aren't very interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, or maybe you never even heard of it, because I know that in a lot of circles it didn't really get a lot of attention. But that's the whole point. I'm trying to get you guys on top of this because it looks like a really cool game, and if you are really excited for Zelda Breath of the Wild, this is basically that without the Zelda license. So it's great. Anyways, Corey Bracken says, what game console would you rather have, PS4 or an Xbox One? Well, I have a PS4. I've had a PS4 since it came out. I don't ever plan on buying an Xbox One, so I'm gonna go with PS4 because I would buy a second PS4 before I would ever buy an Xbox One for many reasons. Rich, where do you think Breath of the Wild is in the Zelda timeline? Says Nicholas Patton. You know what? Here's the thing about the Zelda timeline. I feel like Nintendo, or whoever they have in charge of the Zelda timeline, they just kind of make it up as they go. I mean, obviously, I don't think it was this grand plan from the beginning I just think they're like, oh, like, what kind of Zelda game do you want to make? And they're like, oh, let's make one where it's, like, kind of post-apocalyptic, and, let's make one where Hyrule's under the ocean, or let's make one where it's, like, there's the beginning of everything. Like, they make a Zelda game and then they decide how to fit it into the timeline. That's just my theory, because I don't think they really care about the timeline too much at Nintendo, because for the most part, except for like Majora's Mask being a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, the Zelda games are pretty disconnected. You don't really need to play a previous Zelda game to understand the story of another one. And so, it's what am I trying to say? I have no idea where it takes place in the timeline. Maybe they finally figured it out. Based on the, just it being a ruined Hyrule, I would say that if we're going to put it in the current Zelda timeline, I'd say it's at the very end. But, who knows? It could be, this could even be before Ocarina of Time for all we know. And, the version of Hyrule in Ocarina of Time could be a rebuilt version of Hyrule, and they tore all this crap down. We have no idea. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm really looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn, and I can't wait to pick it up when I get a chance. And it looks really cool. Anyways, guys, again, I will repeat myself one more time for those who didn't watch the beginning of this stream. This is the very last live video game talk. Video game talk will continue to be every Tuesday and Thursday, uploaded at noon Pacific Standard Time, but it will be closer to the Wiki Richie format than what you're seeing right now, because people really want quality content back, and what I've interpreted by that is that they want edited works. And I've been doing a lot of live streams. So again, we're going back to an edited format with Video Game Talk. And Games at Night and Wake Up Jacks starting Friday will be back at twitch.com/RichPlaysOverwatch. So Wednesday will be the last day that Wake Up Jacks and Games at Night will be on the Rich Alvarez channel. And so the Rich Alvarez channel, for the most part, will just contain 2 video game talks a week plus video game fights. And oh man, are we going to start promoting the hell out of video game fights, because I feel like out of anything I've done in the last few years, video game fights has the potential to reach a huge audience. And I think that that's really where the future of the channel is going to go, especially after Stupid Mario World Season 3 is out. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know that it was a lot of rambling, and this video, I mean, I'm not really trying to get a wide audience with this video. This video was really made for the Rich Alvarez fans, because there was a lot of information pertaining to the tech part of the channel, etc, 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 etc. Yeah. Corey Bracken says, you guys should bring back all your series like Stupid Mario World. And again, we don't need to bring back Stupid Mario World because it never left. We're in the middle of working on Season 3. So I don't know what you mean by that. Anyways, so it never went away. It's just we're in the middle of a season break. Alright guys, I'm Rich Alvarez. Thank you for watching. I hope you took into consideration everything that I said. And I'm just trying to make a better channel for you guys. So hopefully this was educational as well as entertaining. I'm Rich Alvarez. Love you guys. Goodbye. Brr.